still have to distress this too, but I love this. I'm alive in a new look. Very sweet, and I usually bring biscuit down here to do my sign off. Well, tonight I'm going to bring bacon, right? Hi YouTube, it's Bethany from Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration. In this tutorial, I'm going to try a paint product that I've never tried before. I've never tried this line of paint. It's called Fusion Mineral Paint. If you've heard about it, I'd love to hear in the comment section what you think about it. I'm going to be using this paint to do something trendy. I'm usually not one into trends. I hate trends. I gotta tell you, I hate trends. I'm one of these people. I fight it. I'm like hippie in my soul. I beat to my own drum. So when I see a trend, I usually run in the other direction. But as a business owner who wants to sell furniture, I have to pivot and I have to look at what is trending, what is trendy. And this paint is trendy. And one color in specific is trendy. And I hope I pronounce it right. It is called Algonquin. I don't know, am I pronouncing that right? Algonquin. This specific shade, if you Google it, people are doing a paint wash with this color. What that means is they're diluting it with water, applying it to bare raw wood, and then wiping it away, and it gives a gorgeous, natural, kind of restoration hardware type of finish that people really love right now. So I have the perfect piece I want to try this on. It's on the other side of my workshop. It's where we do all the magic. We are going to do the trendy paint wash with Fusion Mineral Paint in this color. Let's go. Okay, the perfect piece is right behind me, and I cannot believe I got this piece for free from somebody. This piece I've had a little over a year because I wanted to do something extra special with it. I knew I couldn't paint this piece. There's no way I could paint it because it's gorgeous, natural wood, but I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with it. So I think this is going to work and be like the perfect solution. So check it out. Is that piece just gorgeous? Oh my gosh. So to get started, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep this piece for doing a paint wash. Now, if you've been following me here in my YouTube channel, you know I am a big proponent for prepping a piece of furniture the right way, the correct way, the slow way, which can be frustrating and it's a little time consuming, but this one shouldn't be too bad. So I'll tell you the steps. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take Cred Cutter. It's a cleaner, degreaser. We are going to spray the piece down. I'm going to clean it first. I'm going to remove that hardware. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the hardware. I'm going to see what it looks like just scrubbing it clean. It might be really pretty. I'm definitely going to keep the original hardware. I'm going to clean it up and then I'm going to get to sanding. Sanding is really time consuming. And I'm going to sand the entire piece because what you need when you do a paint wash is you need raw wood. You need that wood to be porous to receive the paint wash and actually change the color of the wood. So you're going to see me in a couple time-lapse videos prepping this piece for this gorgeous, I'm going to pronounce this right. You know, I wish paint companies, I know they try to get like creative with different names, but this one's a doozy for me. Algonquin. Oh my God, I know I'm pronouncing it right. Algonquin. 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 I want to say it faster, but my tongue's getting tripped up. Algonquin Fusion Mineral Paint Wash. Let's get started. try this paint wash. I have sanded and sanded and sanded this dresser, and I got off the finish, I'm gonna say 95% of the way. There's always gonna be little remnants of the old finish in the corners and in some crevices, and that's okay. So I am ready to give this paint wash a try. First, I'm trying to yank up my overalls here. Okay, so the recipe is you do half paint to half water, mix it up, apply it with a brush, and wipe it off with a rag. So we're gonna get doing that. I have a sanded drawer here, which I think would be a good start on this piece of furniture. And I got myself a glass jar, some water, and the iconic paint. So let's get to this. Okay guys, I mixed the paint and the water. I think I have a nice watery paint wash consistency here. I've stirred it thoroughly. So now, let me get a rag. And let's apply this to this drawer front. All right, you guys, you here with me? All right, let's give it a go. Stir, stir, stir. Dip it in. Apply it. And I'm gonna get it all in the drawer front first before I wipe it away here. Again, never tried this. We'll see how it works on this type of wood. I'm sure there's certain types of wood it works better on. But we're gonna see here. We're learning together. That is sometimes what my channel is about. We learn new things together. We try new products together. Okay, I'm gonna pull it back now. I probably should have put on gloves, but I'll do that with the other drawers. All right, this is what I'm getting after the first coat. I'm gonna do a super close-up shot for you. I like it so far. It's got a nice beige, warm, like earthy tone to it. I'm curious what it's gonna look like when it dries. And then I'm also curious if I'll wanna add another coat or if I'm gonna want this as is. I'm probably gonna add another coat. So I'm gonna keep doing the other drawers so I can get a consistent paint wash on the other ones as well with this diluted formula that I just used. So let me get to that. I'm gonna do it on a time-lapse video for you. Okay guys, I am digging it. I'm digging this paint wash. The only thing that I think I'm gonna do, I think I might add some white wax or liming wax on the top of it so the white gets into the wood grain and helps that wood grain pop more. So I'll have more of a, I guess like this natural paint wash slash beachy look to this dresser. I think that's the direction I'm gonna go in. So I'm going to apply another coat because I'd like it to have just be a little darker than what one coat looks like right now. And then I'm going to show you how it looks as I apply it to the top of this dresser so you can get a real good look of how it changes the color of the dresser. Okay, this is what the dresser looks like with one coat of the paint wash. Not too bad. I like it. I like the color. I would like to add some of that white wax to the sides here, maybe to the entire dresser. I'm on the fence right now. I really would like this wood grain in here to pop more. It gets lost in that paint wash. You can see here as I pull out the camera. Also, I'm going to point out some flaws in this dresser. So there was some chipping of the veneer on the bottom, and I patched it with wood putty, but you can see there, it actually accentuates that flaw now. So what I think I'm gonna do, because when we have issues like this, we pivot, okay? You're gonna run into that every time you work on a piece of furniture. Get ready, you're gonna have to pivot a lot. So I am going to paint the bottom border here, the solid pink color. I'm not gonna dilute it with water. So I'm gonna do that here, and I'm gonna do it in the front. And actually, I think it's gonna work to my advantage on this piece. I'm gonna paint this solid here and on the other side. I think we're just losing, I like the way it looks. I just needed to have just a little more personality. Right now it's just looking a little bland. So that's where I'm at. Okay, everyone, here is the final look to the dresser. I did go off script a little bit here, and let me explain that. Usually with this paint wash by Fusion Mineral Paint, most people just put the paint wash on and then that's it. I decided with this piece, since it was lacking some wood grain, I decided to add the white wax. And you can see, because I added the white wax, it really got into that wood grain, and it gave it this really nice coastal whitewash, kind of like a frosted look. And that's gonna sell better in my area. I live on the seacoast here in New Hampshire. So there's a lot of beach houses, seacoast towns that I think somebody will find a perfect spot for this piece. So that's why I went with this type of finish instead of the traditional one that I see most people do. So here is my advice. If you're going to do this paint wash, it creates a gorgeous neutral undertone. Just make sure you have a piece of furniture that has a lot of wood grain in it. Think like an oak piece of furniture. I think it would look fantastic. If you're lacking wood grain and you kind of want to do what I did, create like a beachy look, a frosted look, add the white wax over the top, and you're going to get this amazing frosted driftwood type look to it. So I love it. I love the color. I will definitely be using it again, and I'm excited to use it on another piece of furniture that has a little more wood grain. And I will definitely update and do like another video with that type of look. So I did go off script a little bit. So if you watch this video and you're like, what the heck, Bethany? You didn't do a true one. I kind of did, but then I pivoted. Remember, refinishing furniture is all about pivoting. Sometimes you got to pivot. So here you go. I kept the hardware the same. I thought it looked really nice with the neutral, so I just kept it that brown color. I didn't clean it up and make it gold. Okay, that for sure concludes this tutorial on me trying Fusion's mineral paint in the color Algonquin. I feel like I'm butchering that so bad. Here it is. Here's the label. I really like how it turned out. Here it is staged. I'm about ready to take photos of it. If you guys have any questions or comments, or any tips and tricks that you've done, if you are a furniture refinisher and you happen to stumble across my video and you're like, oh, I did it this way, try this. Love to hear how you've used this paint specifically when trying to create a paint wash. I'm up to learning. And that's what I love about this line of work. You're never done learning. I love challenges and I love learning about new products. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up here on YouTube, share it. And if you aren't following me, please follow my channel if you enjoyed this video. You know where that subscribe button is. It's in the lower right-hand corner. And then if you go on my main front page of my YouTube channel, click the bell there. When you click the bell, you will be notified every time I upload a new video. And if you have been here, a follower, thank you so much for continuing to check in. And Biscuit, here's the latest on Biscuit. He has been on his heart meds and you're diuretic now. What are we doing? We're going on 2 weeks. He's doing so much better. Oh my gosh, the coughing fits have subsided. So the diuretic is working fabulously to take the liquid off his lungs, and his heart meds are doing what they're supposed to be doing, helping his heart pump. So he is doing great, much better, and he wanted to come down. As you guys know, I always bring one of my chihuahuas down to do the sign off. So Biscuit's here to do the sign off. So until we see you guys again, we say toodaloo. Where's your little paw? Here's your paw. You ready? You ready? It's cold, right? Tell them, it's cold here in New Hampshire. We want spring to come. Oh my gosh. We get like 2 sunny days and then we get 5 days of rain and gloom and despair. So if you are somewhere else in the country or in the world where it's sunny, be thankful. Right, Biscuit? We're so cold here. Okay, we will see you guys soon. Toodaloo, bye.